Think about your closest friend, the person you trust with your secrets, the one you would call in a crisis. You believe that bond is built on love, loyalty, and shared history. You believe it is unconditional. Niccolò Machiavelli, a man who trusted no one, would tell you that you are a sentimental fool. He would tell you that your friendship is not a bond. It is a silent, constantly renegotiated treaty, and it is one bad move away from a Cold War. Have you ever felt it? A subtle shift in the dynamic. The friend who was once your greatest supporter now seems to offer backhanded compliments. The inside jokes that are no longer funny, but feel like small, targeted attacks. The strange, unspoken tension when you share good news, and their smile doesn't quite reach their eyes. You tell yourself you are imagining things. You dismiss it. We're friends after all. But the feeling lingers. A quiet sense of distance. A cold draft in a room that was once warm. You are left feeling confused, isolated, and paranoid, wondering what you did wrong. You did nothing wrong. You just failed to understand the brutal, unspoken physics of human relationships. Machiavelli knew that friendships, like alliances between states, are not governed by sentiment. They are governed by a delicate balance of power, self-interest, and envy. To ignore these shadow laws is to be perpetually surprised by betrayal and disappointment. Today, we are going to deconstruct the naive myth of unconditional friendship. This is not a guide to becoming a cynical, distrustful person. It is a guide to becoming a wise, strategic, and unbreakable friend. This is Machiavelli's forbidden guide to the silent war you didn't even know you were fighting. To understand this hidden war, you must first accept one brutal truth that your idealistic self refuses to see. There is no such thing as a relationship between equals. Not really. In every friendship, in every partnership, there is a constant, subtle, and mostly unconscious negotiation for status. Who is more successful? Who is more attractive? Who is wiser? Who needs whom more? This is not a cynical view. It is a realistic one. Humans are hierarchical creatures. We are constantly, instinctively measuring ourselves against those around us. The naive person pretends this doesn't exist. They believe in a fantasy of perfect, selfless connection. The strategist, the Machiavellian, understands this dynamic, and he knows that the most dangerous moment in any friendship is a significant shift in this delicate power balance. When one person suddenly becomes far more successful, more confident, or more independent than the other, the unspoken treaty is broken, and this is where the silent war begins. To navigate this treacherous terrain, you must master 3 fundamental laws. The first law is the law of success gravity. It states, your success is a threat to your friend's self-concept. This is a deeply uncomfortable truth. Your friends, on a conscious level, want you to succeed. They cheer for you. They support you. But on a deep, unconscious, shadow level, your success can feel like a personal attack. Why? Because your rise is a mirror that reflects their own stagnation. Your courage highlights their fear. Your discipline exposes their laziness. As the writer Gore Vidal once brutally but honestly said, "Every time a friend succeeds, I die a little." This is the hidden dark heart of envy, and it is a force that has destroyed more friendships than any open conflict. The friend who is your greatest supporter when you are both struggling might become your most subtle saboteur when you begin to win. They will not attack you directly. That would be too obvious. The war is fought with shadows. They will offer concerned advice designed to sow doubt. Are you sure you're ready for that promotion? It seems like a lot of stress. They will give you backhanded compliments. Wow, your new business is so successful. You must be working all the time. I'm glad I still have a life. They will start to forget to invite you to things. They will create a subtle distance. They are unconsciously trying to pull you back down to their level, to restore the old, comfortable power balance. What is the Machiavellian response? Not anger, not accusation. That only confirms their narrative that success has changed you. The response is strategic information control. You must learn to manage your friend's envy as carefully as you manage your finances. Do not overshare your victories. When you achieve something great, share it with the world, but downplay it with your struggling friends. Frame your success not as a product of your superior talent, but of your luck or hard work. This gives their ego an out. It allows them to rationalize your success without feeling diminished. You are not being dishonest. You are being a compassionate strategist. You are protecting your friendship from the powerful, corrosive poison of human envy. The second law is the law of shifting interests. The naive person believes that friendships are built on a foundation of shared history and affection. We've been friends since childhood. We'll be friends forever. This is a sentimental fantasy. Machiavelli would tell you that friendships are built on a much more practical foundation: shared context and aligned self-interest. And when that context changes, the friendship often dies a slow, silent death. Think about your friendships from school or university. They were intense. They felt eternal. Why? Because your context was identical. You were facing the same enemies, teachers, exams. You were navigating the same social landscape. You had the same immediate goals: to graduate, to find a partner. Your self-interests were perfectly aligned. But what happened after graduation? Your contexts diverged. You went into finance. Your friend became an artist. You got married and had children. Your friend stayed single and traveled the world. The shared ground beneath your feet began to crumble. The conversations become strained. You have less and less in common. The old jokes feel forced. The silence becomes heavier. This is not a tragedy. It is a natural process. It is the political geography of your life shifting. To cling to a friendship, that has lost its shared context out of a sense of nostalgic loyalty is not a noble act. It is an act of self-deception. You are both pretending. You are both performing a role, and this performance drains your energy and prevents you from forming new, more relevant alliances. Machiavelli understood that a prince must be willing to cut old alliances that no longer serve his interests. The same is true for the individual. Let's make this more brutal. Your best friend from your hometown. You speak on the phone once a month. The conversation is a predictable script. You ask about his kids. He asks about your job. You tell the same old stories. There is no new energy, no new insight, no mutual growth. This is not a friendship. It is a living museum, a monument to a person you used to be. The Machiavellian strategist appreciates the museum. He visits it from time to time, but he does not try to live in it. He has the courage to acknowledge that the treaty has expired. He gracefully allows the friendship to become what it is, a warm memory, not a current strategic alliance. This allows him to invest his finite social energy where it truly matters, in building new alliances with people who are aligned with his current mission, people who challenge him, people who share his new obsessions, people who are walking the same path right now. The naive man is a prisoner of his past, surrounded by ghosts. The strategist is a citizen of the present, surrounded by active allies. He understands that some friendships are meant to be seasons, not lifetimes, and he has the courage to let the seasons change. It is a common fault of men not to reckon on storms and fair weather. Niccolò Machiavelli. A third and most crucial law is the law of pressure testing. Machiavelli would argue that you do not truly know the character of a friend until you have seen them under pressure. Not just any pressure, but the pressure of your failure and the pressure of your success. These are the two crucibles that reveal the true metal of a person's soul. First, the test of failure. When you are at your lowest point, you lose your job. You go through a devastating breakup. You face a public humiliation. Watch who shows up. And more importantly, how they show up. The false friend, the one who is allied with your status, will disappear. They will be too busy. They will send a polite but distant text message. They are rats fleeing a sinking ship. But there is a more subtle, more dangerous type of false friend. The one who seems to show up. They offer you their pity. They listen to you complain. They seem supportive. But a part of them, a dark shadow part, is secretly enjoying your failure. Your fall makes them feel better about their own mediocrity. They are not your friend. They are a vulture feeding on your pain. You can spot them by one key signal. They never challenge you to get back up. They encourage you to stay in your victimhood because your weakness serves their ego. The true ally is different. They show up, they listen, but they do not offer you pity. They offer you respect. They look you in the eye and say, "This is hard. you are broken. But you are not finished. I still believe in you. Now, what is the plan? They do not offer you a shoulder to cry on. They offer you a sword. This is the person you go to war with. They are rare. If you have one, you are wealthier than a king. But there is a second, even more revealing test. The test of success. When you achieve a great, life-altering success, you get the promotion. You build the business. You win the prize. Watch your friends' reactions with the cold, clear eye of a hawk. Again, the false friend is easy to spot. They will be the one who vanishes, who stops calling, who cannot bear to be in the brightness of your new light. But again, there is a more subtle poison. The friend who offers a polite but hollow congratulations. The friend who immediately changes the subject. Or, the most dangerous of all, the friend who uses a backhanded compliment. Wow, that's amazing. You must have gotten so lucky. Or, congratulations on the new company. I hope you'll still have time for your old friends. These are not words of celebration. They are tiny, poisoned darts of envy. They are attempts to diminish your victory, to pull you back down. Their smile is a mask, and behind it, their shadow is screaming. A true ally's reaction to your success is simple and pure. It is joy. Uncomplicated, unadulterated joy. They celebrate your victory as if it were their own. Because in a true alliance, it is. Your win is their win. This is the ultimate test. It is easy to find people who will cry with you. It is incredibly rare to find people who will genuinely cheer for you when you are winning. You must be a ruthless accountant of these reactions, not with anger or judgment, but with the cold, detached clarity of a strategist. The people who fail these tests are not evil. They are simply human, but they are not your inner circle. They are not your allies. They are, at best, pleasant acquaintances. And at worst, they are enemies in waiting. So you see the forbidden laws of friendship, the law of success gravity, which reveals their hidden envy, the law of shifting interests, which reveals the temporary nature of all bonds, and the law of pressure testing, which reveals their true character. This is the cold, hard, and brutally effective operating system of all human relationships. The purpose of friendship is not comfort, it is strength. You have been seeking allies who make you feel good. The strategist seeks allies who make him better. A true alliance is not a safe harbor. It is a training ground, a dojo, a place where two or more individuals, committed to their own growth, hold each other to a higher standard. They are not afraid to challenge each other, to point out each other's weaknesses, to hold each other accountable. This is not the easy, comfortable friendship that society sells you. It is a rare, difficult, and infinitely more valuable bond. It is a warrior's bond, and it is the only kind of friendship worth having. So how do you navigate this treacherous world of human connection? How do you build a circle of true allies and protect yourself from the poison of false friends? This is the art of Machiavellian social mastery. First, you must conduct a circle audit. This is a difficult but necessary exercise. Take out a piece of paper. Draw 3 concentric circles. The innermost circle is your council of war. These are the 1 to 3 people you would trust with your life, your secrets, your future. The middle circle is your allies. These are people with whom you have a mutually beneficial, respectful relationship. The outermost circle is everyone else. Acquaintances, colleagues, friendly faces. Now, take every significant person in your life and place them with brutal honesty in one of these circles. Do not place them where you wish they were. Place them where their actions have proven they belong. This map is your new reality. It will show you where you are strong and where you are dangerously exposed. Second, you must learn the art of the slow yes and the fast no. Your time, your energy, and your loyalty are your most precious resources. Stop giving them away to anyone who asks. When a new person enters your life, be friendly, be cordial, but be slow to let them into your inner circles. Observe them. Test them. Let them earn their way in through consistent, proven action. Conversely, you must be fast to move people out of your inner circles when they fail a pressure test. This is not about being cruel. It is about being a ruthless guardian of your own peace and your own energy. A single traitor in your council of war can destroy your entire kingdom. Third, you must become a source of value. In the Machiavellian world, power flows to those who are valuable. Stop thinking about what you can get from your relationships. Start thinking about what you can give, not your time, given freely to all, but your unique, rare value. Can you offer brilliant strategic insights? Can you connect people to valuable opportunities? Can you be the unshakable rock of emotional stability in a crisis? Become so skilled, so valuable, so excellent in your own domain that the strongest, most ambitious people will seek you out for an alliance. You will no longer have to chase friends. The right kind of allies will be drawn to you by the irresistible gravity of your own power. You have been given the keys to a forbidden kingdom, the kingdom of conscious relationships. You now understand that friendship is not a magical feeling. It is a strategic art. You see that the naive belief in unconditional loyalty is a beautiful but deadly trap. What you do with this knowledge will define the quality of your entire life. You can retreat back into the comfortable lie. You can continue to surround yourself with pleasant, but ultimately useless acquaintances, wondering why you always feel so alone. Or you can become an architect, a strategist, a prince of your own social world. You can accept the brutal reality of human nature and use that knowledge to build a small but unbreakable circle of true allies, a circle of warriors, a circle of kings. You will have fewer friends, but you will have more loyalty, more strength, and more truth than you ever thought possible. The naive man is surrounded by a crowd and he is lonely. The wise man is surrounded by a few, and he is a king. If this message has resonated with you, if you are tired of shallow connections and hungry for a true alliance, then make your declaration. Join the men and women who are choosing to build with intention. Go to the comments and declare your new standard. Write, "I choose my allies." It is a declaration of your new wisdom, a commitment to building a circle worthy of your own rising power. Subscribe to the Thinker's Codex. Your training has just begun.